We are live from the Plotnick household for the third consecutive week now. We're crescenting this building very nicely. It's starting to become our home for another episode of Bet the Farm podcast. I'm your host, Eric Pfeffer, aka The Sheep. We do have a sold out crowd tonight, so it's, if we're a little nervous on the mic, please forgive us because there's a lot of people watching live and we want to give them the best show that we could possibly give them. As always, I'm joined by the man to my right, your left at home, Brandon Plotnick, aka The Pig. I got to my left, your right, the milkman himself, Miles Singer. And as always, our cleanup hitter of this podcast, we got the farmer, aka Jared Plotnick. Boys, how we doing today?
Dude, doing great. Off a JT big banger. Brandon was too drunk, forgot he put a $50 bet in and put another $20 bet. He's on cloud 9. Me, myself, live betted a couple times afterwards. We're looking good as a podcast.
Yeah, we're all very, very happy with the way the golf tournament played out.
And for all our Irish friends out there, happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Grab one, pick it up,
and all our viewers. Look, I have to scour on this whole
live
big plate.
studio audience.
To all you all.
Just want to wish a very, very special birthday, the big 30, to Dylan Ray.
We already wished him one today on the golf picks with the Plotnicks as well.
Nice, yeah. Well, Dylan Ray, happy birthday.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Happy birthday, Dylan.
Well, as always, guys, jam-packed episode here on Bet the Farm podcast. We're going to go over our cash crops for the week. Obviously, we just touched on Justin Thomas, outright winner. Made us all a lot of money, so all of us are in the green as it is. Red card of the week, as always. Golf picks with the Plotnicks aired today. Very good episode, gentlemen. I did not get to tune into it, so I am going to be interested to hear your picks.
Very good episode, gentlemen. Didn't get a chance to tune in.
Well, if you're looking at the likes and the reviews and all the comments, there's a lot of likes and comments, all right? So I don't have to watch to know it was an excellent show, and especially when my friends and family are asking me about, golf picks with the Plotnicks, I know it was a big hit. Boys, the tournament's in our backyard this week, Honda Classic. I have a weird feeling about this tournament this week that some oddball is going to win it, but we'll catch up on that as we move throughout the program. We got our cash crops. March Madness is here. I've had some bad cash crop weeks, but I promise you, if you guys are staying with me, this is where I make my bread and butter. I love the tournament. And if you tuned in last night to our NCAA bracketology, thank you again, Lord Treliski, for hopping on. We appreciate your late time with us. I know you have a kid and a wife at home, but we really appreciate your insights, and it's going to be a great tournament there. Stump the Sheep is back. Can't wait for that. One of my favorite. I was red hot last week, so I plan to be red hot again. Take It to the Barn is back once again. And then we have a special segment for one of our viewers in the stands. It's going to be called the Worm Burner. Our good friend Manny Perez is the king of minus 250s to minus 500s. So big favorites that are automatic winners. As the farmer says, the juice does not matter if you know you're going to win the bet. So we're going to actually give ourselves some worm burners at the end of the show. And boys, let's kick it off. Cash crops, I'm not looking forward to this. You don't even have to read my record. Let's see how everybody else did this week.
Yeah, not too excited to talk about this, but we still got to give a recap for the people at home. Dino, I was 2-3-1. I was 2-2 in my golf picks. Reed over Scheffler hit. Cam Smith over Horschel. Easy money. Xander over Morikawa. I flag planted on Xander, and I'm gonna have to.
0-6.
I'm gonna have to take it to the barn there. We'll see what happens at the end of the show to see if we have a deciding factor there if I have to eat 50 chicken nuggets or not. But Rory over Bryson, that did not work either. So I'm either with my golf picks. I'm either right in contention or they're just gonna miss the cut by 15 strokes. So at least I know my role. Louis, top South African, really killed me on Saturday. He shot like 4 over. That fucked me. Dylan Fratelli, I'm sure we'll talk about him a little bit later. He was the top South African. And then this is what killed me. I should have gone 3-3, but my one draw was Leon Edwards in UFC in the main event in the over a 4.5 parlay. Leon Edwards was dominating. He won the first round, and then it ended up being a no contest.
You know what they call that? Karma.
Okay. It was a no contest. He poked him in the eye. His eye blew up, the guy, so they called it a no contest. That is a draw on the betting site, so draw there. That puts me at 31, 27, and 3 at 54% all time. I'm still beating bookies. That's all I do. Jared, 2-1-2, solid week. A few pushes here, huh? And especially because they were all golf. So JT over Xander, That was obviously JT won, so that was a winner. Webb versus Hovland. I don't know what happened on Sunday or if that was a miscut
Webb
thing.
had 3 bogeys in a row to end. I know our friend over here he saw Webb hit 2 balls in the water on 17 and 18.
Oy.
Or was it 16 and 17? 16 and 17, that's what it was. He hit a ball on his approach on 16 on par 5 in the water, bogeyed. Hit a ball in the water on 17, bogeyed. And because of that, he pushed Hovland. But also, thanks to Hovland's mom, as we'll get into later, that I pushed because of that.
We will talk about that for sure. Kuchar over Bubba. Kuchar's terrible these days. That's a loser. Patrick Reed versus Scheffler. Scheffler missed the cut by a mile. And then Answer versus English. That was a push. What happened there?
English withdrew before the tournament. Answer was like top 12 of the tournament. So I would have won that one nicely. But English withdrew beforehand, so that's an automatic push.
2-1-2 on the week. That is 41, 22, and 7 all time at 65%.
Well,
Steady Eddie. He's sticking with. He was 65% last week. He's rolling over. Miles 2-2. You were really excited about the Nets -2. They ended up blowing the Celtics out, so that was a nice win. But, of course, whenever Miles takes the Pelicans, do not touch it because he took the Pelicans -8.5 over the T-Wolves and lost by 25. So
Great foreshadow for later in the show.
yeah, I'm sure. And then, unfortunate, this is a Maryland -12 on the hard court of tampons. His first loss
Finally happens.
on the hard court of
Give him a round of
tampons.
applause. Give him a round of applause.
He deserves it.
I think it was
I was 7-0 on the hardcore
We had a good
tampons.
run. We had a good run.
But
Hey,
lose every now and
and
then.
stay tuned. I just got breaking news from my producer. He will be filling out the tampon bracket for
Wow.
the women's college basketball
Everyone's been
tournament.
asking for this for you.
So for those of you at home, stay
for
tuned.
years. So the weird part is that he took Maryland -12 and they won by 10, which is kind of brutal. But you know what? That goes to show what Todd Singer is doing to this podcast. So he also took Florida Gulf Coast over Jacksonville. He said Jacksonville is the worst city on earth. And guess what? It proved to be true. Gulf Coast wins by 20. They favored by 8, so that's an easy win. All time puts him at 32-12, 73% win percentage. The kid keeps us afloat. Eric, let's skip right over to go to Red Car.
Thank you.
Just give his record at least.
Eric's went 1-5 this week.
Oof.
He lost all of his college basketball. I don't even want to touch on him because we're going to talk plenty about college basketball tonight. And then on the ice, where he gets his bread and butter, went 1-2. Tampa Bay -1.5. They lost outright, so
Yeah, I can't.
nothing to do on the juice. Blackhawks over Stars. They were plus money, so at least you got made a half a unit back there. And then Habs Flames over 5.5. They only had 3 goals, so.
Thank you, Justin Thomas, for bailing me out this week.
All time 25 and 31. That is 45%. If only we could add up Miles and Eric's combined score, it would make Miles or Eric look a little bit better. But for now, 45%. It's time to start beating the bookies. We had. Did we do a bet the farm?
Yeah, unfortunately we did.
The Pelicans.
We
picked
tailed
the
them
top
off.
Oh
dog.
my
for some
God!
Which
Of
I
course
told
we
you guys
did.
not to do. But
So our first loss on the hard court of tampons and our first loss on Bet the Farm. That makes us 7-1-2. No longer 100%. Still sitting at in the 80-90%.
We had
range.
JT on the tips, but somebody to my left.
yeah, someone wanted Xander that they loved, so we weren't going to take JT over Xander. I forgot who that was.
Yeah, me either. So on the week, 7, 11, and 3, not our best week, but all-time cash crops, 134, 94, and 6. We're floating in that 59 to 60% range, which is still beating the bookies.
Yeah.
Now, someone give someone a fucking red card.
I'll lead this off.
Yeah, go for it.
We got breaking news today that Sean Bradley was struck by a driver when he was on his bicycle. I didn't even know that it happened back in January. But the dude's
Space
7'6"
Jam,
and
man.
he's paralyzed. I don't even know if they make wheelchairs big enough for that, but that's not even, that might be too soon. But
Yeah, too
I remember this guy from Space Jam when we were watching Space
Space
Jam.
Jam.
He was one of the ones that got his talent stolen by the Monstars. Now, literally, that has happened. So I have the exact image of his situation right now. It's terrible. So that driver of that vehicle, you inconsiderate prick, you get my red card this week.
Fair.
And you guys are just in la la land right now, but
No, actually,
We're not
I'm
allowed.
sure
I
my
know, we
red
thought
card.
maybe we were still going to go, but
I'm sure my red card of the week's probably the same as you. You just brought up that point in the pre-show, so I'll let you just do the honors.
no, you please. I would
Victor
love-
Holland's mom. Like,
Oh, that
you
was
kidding
my
me?
red card.
Like, how are you gonna bail out your son?
all right,
Like,
3 different
No, he
angles.
didn't bail him out. He,
no, like
he fucked him.
Fucked him, yeah. Like,
Well,
know your own.
all right,
say
so
your
I
own.
don't even know what
Not
happened.
physically.
For everybody at home, Victor Hovland, I believe it was on Friday, he lined up a putt.
Thursday.
It was on Thursday?
He was 2 under.
Whatever. So he marked his ball, and in golf, you mark your ball, you walk away, you go back. But in this case, he was in someone else's line in his group, so he had to do a club length away. When he does that, you could do it to the left or the right, whatever the guy wants you to do. And you mark your ball, and then you mark a club length away. When he came back and remarked his ball, he remarked it on the wrong side of where the guy had told him to do it. And that's an automatic 2-stroke penalty.
Well,
And nobody caught it at the time. Nobody knew, but apparently Victor Hovland's mom called him that night.
and wait, let me just interject here. Victor Holland's mom lives where he's from, over in, is it
Norway?
Yeah. So in Norway, she's watched the broadcast, and notice he does not, because again, it was the players, they showed every shot live. So the mom's
nobody else
watching
noticed.
every shot live, and noticed that his ball was this far away, like a foot, and told him, hey, you have to literally report yourself to the authority, and he did.
To the authorities.
The funniest part about it, though, is Hovland missed the cut by 1 stroke. So he would, if that didn't happen, if the mom did throw him under the bus, he would have made the cut, and who knows what happened. So hey, the only reason I'm not giving him my red card of the week is because I took Webb Simpson over him, and I pushed because of it. So thank you, Victor Hovland's mom. If you 754-423-3148, call me whenever you want, and we can hang out. But besides that,
That's a red card. My red card goes to her, but we already touched on it, so can understand why. I mean, I didn't have a bet on it, so obviously I didn't have as much on the line, but I mean, why would you rat your son out? You're a rat. And in my books, you're a rat. So
the two of you go with that, and honestly, my red card is going to be a little different, and you're going to be really upset with me, especially Manny, because he's the biggest fan of this team of all time. But red card of the week, Florida State Seminoles, man. You do not come to play against Georgia Tech. You have a whole week off. You get a win the day before, but it wasn't even that impressive. And you come to the ACC championship. You can cement yourself as a 2-time ACC champion in the last 7 years, and you do not show any heart whatsoever. They did not come to play whatsoever. Georgia Tech whooped their ass up, down, sideways, horizontal, vertical, diagonal. They got absolutely demolished, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Red card of the week, Florida State Seminoles.
Yeah, not impressed. Not impressed. All right, well, that's over with. Now we're gonna go to golf picks with the Plotniks. Little recap.
Again, if you want to know this is what we're gonna say going forward now on the podcast. We're not gonna dive deep like we used to, but if you want to see our reasoning for everything we took, go watch the pod. It's going to be on our Instagram. You can go find it. You see what's going on. And it's not, I know you're laughing because it's not a pod, but you know what I'm saying. So the point is, we're going to give our picks now officially. We're going to give you the odds that we took them at. If you want to find out our reasoning behind it, go look at the Instagram.
But before we get there, let's all just touch on one thing. All 4 of the farm hit on Justin Thomas, 20-1.
Thank you guys for
Your
that.
players champion.
Thank you.
I love me
He was.
baby. I don't even know if it's in the picture, but if it is,
that back 9.
look at it,
lofty.
baby.
That back 9.
He
Dude,
hit
ball
almost every
striking
green
clinic.
in regulation.
Ball striking clinic.
And then what better combination than Lee Westwood shanking the ball out of bounds twice and Bryson DeChambeau just blowing up every hole.
Was it the 4th or 5th hole?
Hey,
That was
shout out to
amazing.
Bryson though. He put on a little charge. He made some
He
good
did.
shots.
He had an eagle.
Eagle on the
Nice
16
eagle.
stuff.
Dude, watching Bryson on I don't know if it was the 4th or 5th. Westwood shanked it completely, but
he
Bryson
topped
topped
the
it. Then on top of that, drops and then
And then shanked
puts it.
it.
And he's like, "What is wrong with me?" And that was so funny. It's like you hear a pro say, "What is wrong with me?"
I like
It's fucking
Bryson.
He
hilarious.
legitimately shanked the ball. So yeah, I mean he topped it. I've
Very
never
impressive.
seen a top followed by a
Well,
shake.
remember we
by
were watching,
professional.
Brandon, because we have, as you can see probably via the camera, we have 3 TVs. And the top right one was quicker because it was featured groups. So the top right, we just see Bryson walking towards like the lake. And we're
Yeah,
like,
we didn't see
what's
what
going
happened.
on here? And then like 5 seconds later on the main TV, they just show Bryson teeing off and he literally just tops in the water. We're like, oh, that's why he's looking.
My favorite thing in golf, in baseball too, is when they fuck up and they look at their club like it was the club's fault. Or like bat when you
We
like,
do the same
top,
shit.
When you like hit the ball in the top of your bat and you look at the bat like, what did
Yeah.
you just
Or
do?
like
to me?
yesterday when I swung and missed in my first career pitch and I fucking swung and missed, I stared at the bat like it was the bat's fault.
Yeah, that's just a hand-eye coordination fault, people.
Yeah.
You gotta wait on the ball.
let's get right into our outrights. This is the Honda Classic, our hometown event. We will be in attendance there on Sunday. Come look for us. We'll be wearing our Bet the Farm shirts. If you need an autograph, I'll have my Sharpie on me, so I got you. But let's go ahead and lead us off. I'm just going to list my picks in order. I'm not going to give reasonings. If you want reasonings, go to our Instagram page and watch our 22-minute video for a complete breakdown. I'm taking Russell Henley 30-1. Taking Brendan Steele. I wish his name was Brandon. It's disrespectful to my family, but Brendan Steele 45-1. Ricky Fowler, just take my money bookie 45-1. Ben On, sexiest man on tour, and Wyndham Clark Jr. 60-1 as well.
I like it.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm going with, again, as you'll find out on the podcast, Sugar Tit Shane Lowry, baby. The Irishman, St. Paddy's Day. Shout out everyone. St. Paddy's Day. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. Sugar Tit Shane Lowry, 28-1, easy winner. I don't even know why I took 4 others because that one's gonna win, but let's go Steele 40-1, Fratelli 54-1. Shout out to Manny Perez, he loves Fratelli. K.H. Lee, he's known as the Hitman Lee for Danny Lee. It's his younger brother. You didn't even know that. Eric,
Really?
did you? Saeed is not his younger brother, but he's
You got me for a second there too.
Got me so good.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, not his younger brother, but he kind of looks like him. Not really.
Isn't Danny Lee Australian?
Yeah,
New Zealand
that was
is
the joke.
Kiwi.
New
Well,
Zealand?
He's,
It's
there's
like
people
one of those
that-
fakes, like a
Yeah,
U.S.
they're
It's like
fake
Kevin
five.
Na is definitely not American.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. So occasionally 91, and last but not least, Aaron's boy. Shout out Aaron Breckeisen, Ches Reedy, 100.
Yeah. We're like, no one. I don't have the same picks as any of you guys.
I love it.
What do you
Miles, you have anything
I
to say
got-
before we go to Eric?
I just have one for one and done, so I'll wait till
Okay.
it's my
Eric,
turn.
go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, as I mentioned to you guys before the show, I think this is a tournament where a bomb is going to come in. I don't see any of the top heavy favorites. I could just see some super random player winning. I got my cheapest one on the ticket. I took
J.B. Holmes.
Ian Poulter, 54-1.
Like it?
Iron Paradise course. Adam Hadwin, 65-1. Brandon Wu, 60-1. And then
You
four.
got Brandon Wu?
Got
That's
Brandon.
my boy.
He played really well too. I don't know if it was last week or the week before.
Yeah.
He was in contention. He's a stud.
No, he played Puerto Rico Open and
Yeah.
he finished top 10.
Yeah. Listen, it's an irons course. There's not that many par fives out there.
He's
so.
a Corn Ferry legend. The guy's
Yeah.
a beast.
Well,
And then last but not least, for Aaron Brookhuizen, Eric Van Rooyen. That's gonna be the top African this weekend, boys.
Oh, that's your top African.
No,
pick.
I'm taking him 80-1.
Well, you
but-
should throw a cash crop on that too.
I like
But-
that.
Those are my 4
I
picks.
like that.
All right.
I did stare at Shane Lowry. He was in like your method of picks. He's the guy that you would take.
For sure.
Sugar
So,
tits.
Thank you. You know,
Major
wow.
challenge.
As I was looking, I was like, Jared's definitely taking Shane Lowry.
Also, if you watch golf picks with the Plonics, just quickly saying he's played this course twice, top 15 both times. Ball striking legend.
All right, well, one and done. Let's
So you know what? Actually, I'll start us off.
Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Wait,
I should
we're
have
gonna
Justin
give a
Thomas,
recap,
but
buddy.
you cheated.
Well, yeah, what I was gonna
Let
ask.
me give a
Did
recap.
we get to what?
Yes,
did he
I
have?
figured it out. He did not have JT.
I got
His
Patrick
alternate was Patrick Reed,
Yeah,
which was
bullshit.
T22,
Should've 2.7.
So you
135.
did take Justin Thomas before.
Yeah, I took him over Riviera.
135K for him. Jared sits at about 1.8 mil. Eric had John Rahm top 10. That puts you at 3 mil. A decisive lead by about 1.2
Manny, you
mil.
like that?
And then me and Miles both had miscuts.
Yeah.
Tommy Fleetwood for Miles.
Yeah,
Xander for me. Those are miscuts. $0. Nothing changed there. What do you got this week, Miles?
My question. Whoever came in first goes first. So who had the most points or money lead?
He both.
So
yeah, both.
Eric goes first.
So one and done. I'm actually not taking any of the players that I picked to win it all.
Wow.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. Yeah, it's a weird tournament, but I'm gonna go Joaquin Neiman.
Oh, he's going with the chalk. What a scum.
I mean, there's no other tournament where
Oh, you know what I'm
gonna
going
take
for.
them.
No,
That's just-
you take the studs, especially with
And-
Berger and Koepka
And
and withdrawing.
when you have a nice
I'm pretty sure I'm
comfortable cushion.
next, so I'm going Sugar Tit, Shane Lowry. Let's go.
Sugar tit.
Yeah.
And my answer is going to disgust most of you, if not all of you. I'm going Ricky Fowler. I'm also going to take him. His
Oh
value
my
is so
God,
high.
What is
It's
wrong
like,
with
you
you?
know,
Why would it
he's
disgust
going
us?
through
We
the
bet
same-
on him.
He's going through the same thing that Jordan Speed's going through. Like, he went a couple years, he's going to suck. I think he bounces back this weekend, especially in a weak field.
After JT won too, he's probably
I'm going Ricky. I'm going to use him now.
Ricky's
I don't
won
have to
here
worry about
before.
him. I don't have to worry about him the rest of the year.
Ricky's won this
Get him
tournament
out of the way
before.
now, especially
You're not
with
dis- You haven't
It's a great
disgusted
pick.
me whatsoever. I bet him to win outright. He's won this tournament before. He's got good course history. He's been a runner-up here before as well.
Sleeping in his own
Well,
bed.
thank you for handicapping my pick.
I
I'm
got
taking
you.
Ricky Fowler.
So mine's going to be, I already talked about him. He's my favorite pick of the week, Russell Henley, 30-1. And I'm going to take him as my one and done as well. All right, let's go to some cash crops. Let's get some bets in.
Yeah.
This is March
This is-
Madness. We got UFC this weekend. We've got ice. We've got...
For those listening
Good
at home,
grief, I don't know where else to start.
for those listening at home, we need everyone to grab a pad and a pen because they're locked and loaded picks right
Yeah,
now.
we're
I think the
fired.
Farmer's got a career high picks.
Yep.
I've
Me
got
too.
double-digit picks.
I'm in double digits.
I have 2 time-sensitive picks that I would like to get out first, if you guys don't mind.
Florida
Let's
time
do it,
sensitive
Miles.
doesn't mean anything at the moment.
Yeah, no one's listening to this tonight, you weirdo. You don't understand the dichotomy here yet?
I was gonna go live on our Instagram.
You can
will.
do that either way, so it's not
Say your
time-sensitive.
picks. Please.
Actually, no. Wait, are you saying this is like starting at 9 o'clock?
One of them starts at 9, the other one starts at 9:30.
Okay, so I'll do
We can
this
do the one
live.
that starts at
No,
9
I'll do it
first.
live right now.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Filibuster. And I think we're ready to go. We are live, and Mr. Singer wants to get some NBA picks for tonight, so let it rip,
Okay,
buddy.
so at 9 o'clock, can you guys pay attention to this? At 9 o'clock, we have the Charlotte Hornets plus 6.5. Charlotte coming off a back-to-back, super young team, not worried about that. Giving them 6.5 points. I love that. They're also on the West Coast. LaMelo Ball from the West Coast. It's not new territory for him. Then at 9:30 p.m., we have the Mavs plus 2 against the Clippers. It's a revenge game. They just played 2 nights ago. I love the Mavs here, especially getting points. So we got the Mavs plus 2, Charlotte Hornets plus 6.5. Cash your tickets in a little
Good
bit.
luck to all, and I love me some me.
So those are my 2. I have 2 for the following night, which is tomorrow, which is Thursday, March 18th. We got the T-Wolves at the Suns. The Suns are -9 at home at 10 p.m. You guys know, if you've been following us, I love the Suns. -9, I love fading the T-Wolves. I know they've been hot lately, but it's not going to last forever. They have 10 wins for a reason. I love the Suns -9 here. I'm also going to parlay that with, which I'm also taking individually. So we have 3 cash crops here. We have them both individually, and then these 2 cash crops. Taking the Hornets plus 8 against the Lakers tomorrow night, and we're taking the Pelicans plus 2 against Portland tomorrow night. So both of those as individual picks and as parlayed. Obviously, I know you guys might be rolling your eyes. Pelicans, Hornets, teams obviously love, but you're giving them both points. I'm taking them every time. So now that you guys heard nothing that I said, why don't you...
My cash crops? We're going. You want to go 5-5-5? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, cool.
5-5-5, no.
So
So
look.
them all. I want to hear them all.
All right. Well, actually, what I'll do is to make this easy. I'll start with I have an 8-pack. I'm starting with the 8-pack. This 8-pack is of straight college basketball, Friday, Saturday, first round. Right. So I'm gonna give all my picks. I don't even have to give my handicaps because honestly, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I know I'm a sure. Michigan State lock, an absolute lock. Tom Izzo does not lose in March. Eric was 2 ahead of himself when he was saying, good coaches don't lose in conference play. No, they don't lose in the tournament. Give me Tom Izzo. VTech, pick 'em. Gators are in shambles. VTech all day long. Dude, the lock of the tournament, if you didn't watch the bracketology last night, you should. But my biggest bet was Georgia Tech plus 3.5. Plus 3.5 against Loyola
It's more
Chicago.
now. It's actually at
Sister
5.
Jean thinks she runs everything, and it makes me sick. 101-year-old thinks she runs the show. She forced her way to get shown up into the tournament just so the cameras are on her. And we have a team that just beat FSU in the tournament, in the ACC tournament, thinking that they're underdogs against Loyola.
That's where he's wrong.
No.
It's +5 now, too.
Oh, that's even better, dude. I'll take. I looked actually like an hour and a half ago, and it was 3.5. So I
I mean,
don't know.
ESPN was 5.
Okay, so you looked in the wrong way, but the fact that I'm fading Eric makes me more confident. Plus 3.5, Georgia Tech. That's my most favorite bet of the week. But regardless, I'm gonna go Liberty Flames. Flames. They fire from 3. They're the flamey. Let's go California Santa Barbara plus 7.5. I don't even have to give you the handicap. Watch the show last night. Buffalo, Eric, our favorite team. Buffalo plus 1.5. Are you kidding me?
Buffalo.
Are you kidding me?
Where?
Your team that you always take the over on?
Buffalo's not in the tournament.
Okay, so I was taking NIT, so I'm in on that one.
I love Buffalo, though. Don't get me wrong, but they're not in the
They
tournament.
should be in the tournament because it's bullshit. They're not.
Are you sure they're not in the tournament?
Not the NCAA.
I mean, it showed up on my.
No.
I would have taken
It's
them.
NIT for sure.
All right, well, I'll give you Buffalo plus 1.5. Don't forget.
Who are they playing?
And then I don't even remember. I just noted Buffalo plus 1.5. And it was bullshit that it were. I have 2 more left. It's Rutgers. This is strictly Tailing Tree.
Yeah.
I know nothing else other than Tailing Tree plus 1.5. If you don't know who Tree is, again, watch the show last night. It's amazing. And last but not least, give me the vampire. Rick Pitino, plus 17. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Dude, Iona and Rick Pitino. Rick Pitino, it's not his first rodeo. It's not his second, it's not his third, and it's not his fourth. Rick Pitino, fifth time with a different team in the tournament. He's covering that spread, plus 17.
Let me get into it, Eric. I'm just gonna do my college basketball, and then you have more cash crops after. We're just gonna talk about college basketball right now. Me too, so that'll work out. I'll go right to college basketball. I'm taking Eastern Washington plus 10.5 versus Kansas. I love Eastern Washington. If you want to know why, listen to the March Madness show.
Yep.
Arkansas Colgate over. Shout out Matty Law.
Love that.
We need a Flaney's food review soon. It's coming. Over 161. Where you have a take it to the barn. Fuck my life.
Yes.
Fuck
Against
my
me.
life. I got Florida
I'm
as a
6-0
pick'em.
against this loser.
I got Florida as a pick'em versus Virginia Tech,
baby.
and a playing game. I'm loving Drake minus 1.5. My handicap. If you listen to the 2 freestyles that Drake put out recently, they were fire. So I'm taking Drake to win this game.
Solid reasoning.
We
Honestly,
have so many takes.
I'm not gonna place the bet, but normally a good handicap for me, like a really sharp one, would be I hate Colgate toothpaste. Give me Crest all day long, so fade Colgate.
I took the over.
Dude, that over is a sharp pick. I should probably add that to my cash crops, but we have a lot of tickets to the barn. This is not good.
No.
Yeah.
If you both made me the same game, I'm putting my life savings.
Wichita State minus 1.5 over Drake. Easy money. Love that game. Sorry, Dino. Michigan State minus 2. Just to piggyback on my strategies, I don't know why the line's minus 2. Tom Izzo, better coach. I think they're going to get a lot of money, a lot of value. Give me UCLA because I'm not impressed with Michigan State at all.
Take it to the barn.
Got bounced in the first round. Shouldn't even be in this tournament. They'll get knocked out first round. Just what you're saying about Georgia Tech, how they're even underdogs to Loyola Chicago. I'm always going to trust Vegas. So give me Loyola Chicago and Mother Mary or Sister Mary or whatever the fuck's her name is.
Yeah, she makes me sick. That's a red card of the week.
Another one against you. I'm taking Oklahoma State minus 7.5 against Liberty. Yeah, I'm playing with fire.
He's faded every single one of our picks so far.
I'm feeling so good right now.
North Carolina minus 1.5 over Wisconsin. Wisconsin is so bad.
We should have discussed all of this prior to the podcast, baby.
No, it's already discussed. We're taking this to the barn.
My lock of the first round, my lock is San Diego State minus 3 over Syracuse. They're going to beat them by double digits.
I almost took Syracuse.
Double digits. And then last but not least, this is another tail tree. He's obsessed with LSU. They're playing St. Bonnie's, and they're only favored by 1.5, and you have them going all the way to, the Final Four?
Yeah,
to them?
he does.
Give me LSU.
Wow.
All night.
That's a take of the barn, too. That comes with, cousins and whatnot. So, Miles, whatever.
Do
Do you have any cash crops left?
I know that's everything.
All right, Jared, let's get to golf.
All right, so we're going back to golf. You know, that's what I love. I only have 3, which normally I like more, but
Pussy.
look, the one guy on my card that didn't make it that I was really close to taking was Chris Kirk, 40-1. I get him plus 110 against Cameron Tringali. I know, Tringali, tee to green wizard, but Kirk has been even better tee to green.
That's got Bet the Farm written all over it. I love that.
So I love Chris Kirk plus 110 against Tringali. I'm taking shout out to Manny Perez, guy he loves for top 20, Richie Wierenski, and shout out to Eric Pfeffer.
Yes. I looked at him from the bad break when I was at that golf course. He's got a lot of good memories.
There was a show in golf where these guys that were kind of close to making it to the PGA Tour, Big Break. It was called the Big Break. The guys close to making it to the PGA Tour would battle out, and it was like a weekly show like Survivor. It was like one guy lost every week, and they eliminated them week after week after week. This guy, Richie Wierenski, made it, won it, and now he's on the PGA Tour for the last 5 years, and he's really good.
I love it.
So it's an amazing story.
At that course.
So give me Wierenski, though, over... Sorry, Eric, but it's over Hadwin. I'm taking him over Hadwin. And last but not least, Ches Reavie, man. His ball striking last week, I loved it. And it's over the guy I send the screenshot about all the time, Tom Hoagie. He's really sexy. He kind of looks like Manny. But not
Everyone
sexy.
looks like Manny, apparently, huh?
I just kind of wanted his reaction because his teeth are so busted. I thought Manny would get mad when I said that. But give me Ches Reavie over Hoagie.
All right. Well, speaking of Colgate and Crest, maybe give some to Manny and we'll fix that eventually. But I'm gonna go to my golf picks. I'm taking Adam Scott, the sexiest man on tour, over Joaquin Niemann at plus money.
Wow.
Adam Scott's won this tournament before. Niemann has only played here once or twice, and he's been dog shit. I don't even think he's ever made the cut. I'm taking Brandon over Aaron Wise. Fuck the Ducks. And I'm going to actually, this might be a take it to the barn, but you never know what can happen. I thought that this was a good acronym versus acronym. I'm taking RCB over EVR, Rafa Cabrera Bello over Eric Van Rooyen. So, battle of the acronyms. And then lastly, I'm going to take Cameron Percy because his name sounds nice and furry, something I want to touch eventually, over Mark Hubbard. Want to know my handicap behind this one? I heard that Mark Hubbard's wife is due for labor in the next week or so. I'm thinking that he tees off Thursday. His wife goes into labor Friday. He has to withdraw, and I win that bet pretty easily.
Wow, that's sharp. Wow.
That is the sharpest handicap of the week.
I'm impressed.
Right there.
That's how you do your research.
That's how you DYOR.
See, that's why you listen. You don't have to do any of that research. You get it provided for you.
I'll play devil's advocate though. Like if the baby's coming later, he's gonna be very desperate to get some extra money in his pocket.
Actually, funny enough, Mark Hubbard, they were showing him on Friday. We were watching the live coverage, and they were trying to show all the guys that could potentially make the cut. He birdied 17, and he had to par 18 to make the cut. And on 18, he shaked his approach shot from the middle of the fairway, and then his chip to get up and down, he put it 30 feet from the hole, bogeyed, and missed the cut.
Yeah, terrible.
And then, I mean, just think about the mental fortitude of that, and then his wife's going into labor, he's freaking out, guy's in shambles, he's going to have a good Thursday, but guess what? Mama goes into labor Friday, sorry.
I like it.
But at least he's a family man. I'll give him the respect if he does
I have one more cash crop. It's whoever can. I'm gonna take myself minus 120 against anyone that can out keg stand me. So
that's a take it to the barn. But I do have one more legitimate cash crop. As usual, let's take it to the fucking octagon. My brother's favorite player.
I had him too. My bad. I forgot.
Yeah, my brother's favorite fighter in the UFC. We've watched him win. I think 5 in a row. Kevin Holland over Derek Brunson. He's only minus 175. Kevin Holland has knocked out everybody that he's faced in the last 3 to 5 fights. The guy's unbelievable. Kevin Holland main event minus 175.
I'm gonna get my quick handicap. The reason I love this guy because I'm not a big UFC person. Like my brother's the big one. Me, I watched him his last fight. He was on his back, and this guy hitting him, and he punches the dude in the face, stuns him, knocks him out from his back. That's all I have to see for you to become my most favorite UFC fighter of all time, Kevin Holland. I'm taking him for the next until he retires.
They say if he wins this, he could get a title shot. So we'll see.
Dude, he's literally like a spider. He's so long and lanky. And
he's legitimate, and his nickname is the Trailblazer. So if we see the Trailblazers,
you took all the Cantor's overs last night.
Yeah, I was in on the Blazers last night. I'm telling you, Kevin Holland, the Trailblazer.
And I got 2 more.
You got more?
I gotta hit my ice. Tomorrow.
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Tomorrow, I'm taking the Yotes. That's my team. Yotes over the Ducks. Coyotes coming off 3 straight losses, looking to get back on track. I think it's like a minus 130, minus 145. Doesn't work. And then I'm going New York Islanders over the Flyers. That line is right now at minus like 125. Flyers are getting destroyed right now by the Rangers. Islanders coming off their first loss in a long time. Give me the New York Islanders.
Love it, love it. All right, that'll do it for the cash crops this week, gang.
All right, it's time to play America's favorite game. Stump the Sheep.
Let's go.
All right, let's go ahead and get it rattled off. As everybody knows the rules by now. He gets 1 lifeline.
Brandon, how many do you have tonight?
5 as usual.
Oh, well, sometimes there's 4 or 5, but okay. 5 it is.
Last week, Eric went 4-1. That puts him at 12-9 overall.
Wow.
He hasn't been stumped.
Yeah, I got a better record on my Stump the Sheep. All
right, well, let's see about tonight. Question number 1. In honor of March Madness in college basketball, and UConn in particular, what team... I don't know why I said UConn. I actually... at first, my question was directed at something else. In honor of Syracuse, in a big game this weekend. I know you already talked about him. What team was Johnny Flynn drafted by?
Your Minnesota Timberwolves.
No, that was easy.
Ding, ding,
Great
ding,
question.
ding. So here's what happened. I wrote UConn because my question originally was going to be
Kevin
what team
Walker?
was Shabazz Napier play on right now, but he's not in the league, so I couldn't put
He was
it.
drafted by the Heat, wasn't he?
Wrong. Drink.
Whatever.
Napier was.
Yes, he was.
By the Heat?
Yes.
Oh, so-
Yeah. Thank you.
In my defense, I thought you said Shabazz and Muhammad.
All right.
He was
Shabazz. No.
And he was nasty. I loved him.
He was traded to the Heat. He was drafted by the Hornets.
Oh, I am still a shark.
Producer
Suck
fixes
it and
it.
suck it again.
Well, you didn't even know who it was. All right. Either way,
Either way, I'm 1 for 1. Let's go.
1 for 1. Let's get to.
Wait, before you go, for those that cannot hear, he said Shabazz Napier was not actually drafted by the Heat. He was drafted by another team that I don't remember what he said and traded the
Hornets.
Go ahead.
Hornets.
The Hornets.
All right. Let's move on. Let's make it a little bit more difficult these days. I've been giving you fucking can of corns left and right. Time to stump the sheep.
Yeah.
Who has the most wins in the MLB spring training right now?
This is just a shot
I
in
saw
the
the
dark.
Dodgers had a really good record the other day, but I wouldn't. That's very hard. And do I really want to waste a lifeline? Miles? I'm just kidding. Anybody in the audience I can maybe lean to?
This is
already said.
Who has the most wins in
All right, can
MLB
you break
spring
it down?
training
Is it-
right now?
Do they play in the Grapefruit League or the Cactus
Not giving
League?
any hints. Time to earn it, buddy.
I'm gonna go LA Dodgers.
It's all guess. I'm gonna guess like the Giants.
I would have guessed the team that you would think has the most wins because they're probably the best team in the league, the New York Yankees.
Oh, fudge.
All right, let's continue to make it difficult. We're not
Do
gonna.
the Royals.
Let's continue
Brandon
to
was
not
feeling-
make it
Brandon
as
was feeling
easy on
me
him.
tonight. He was feeling me.
In honor of St. Patty's Day in Ireland, Conor McGregor was a champ at one point. He held 2 belts in 2 different weight classes. What weight classes were they?
Fucking bantamweight and featherweight.
Wrong.
Really? What were they, Jared?
Middleweight was one.
Featherweight and lightweight.
It's Jared, good call, but it doesn't matter. He didn't call a lifeline, so
lightweight,
it was featherweight and
Ended up like a
lightweight.
can of corn,
You
baby.
always guess me with UFC.
I tried to give you this on a silver platter with Nunes. I would have thought you did your research, but guess what? He never wants to better himself or his education.
Thought you were
when it
gonna say
comes
who
to
he
sports.
fought
He's
to beat
cocky,
him.
man. He's cocky.
I don't know.
Just like Miles.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known that
Wizards
either.
are gonna win
I'll
tonight.
do.
They suck.
That was for featherweight.
What?
It was for lightweight.
We have what?
When he went double-double,
Plus
right?
1.5.
Yeah, he had to beat someone else too.
Alright. I don't know.
5 minutes.
All right, he's 1 and 2.
Oh, dude, that's
And let's get it interesting here. In honor of St. Patty's Day yet again, the Boston Celtics have won many championships in their career. When was the last year that they won one?
The year, I remember it was on the team, but the year we were in high school. We were in high school. I'm gonna get Miles in on this one.
Oh, he put the pressure on before he knew it was coming.
We were in high school, I know
I'm
that.
gonna say I would think it would be 2008.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah!
Ding, ding.
I
Wow.
was gonna say
Nice call.
2008, 'cause I remember it wasn't my
What a
The
shit.
Lakers.
Lakers.
Anything.
We were definitely at Zook's house.
All right. This is it. This is what this farm is for. 2 for 2. Headed to the final question. The final question is, and I always make it a lot. Can you stop? Name the last 5 Honda Classic winners.
I don't have to be in order, right?
No order.
You
Just
should've
name
come to
them.
me for this one.
So it's Keith Mitchell, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, Sung J M, and then
All right. He's got one more to win it all. He already used his lifeline.
ooh, Patrick Harrington.
Wrong.
Adam Scott.
Too early.
It was 15.
Was Patty the year before?
Patty was the year
Oh man! All right, Sexy Scott. That's when we went on. Thank you. That's when we went on the
Can you
cruise.
stop, please?
You like that? You think I know Keith Mitchell? Huh? Adam
He had
Scott.
Patty Harrington over to Scott, which is a year apart. So 2 and 3, stumped the sheep. We stumped them, boys. We stumped them.
Can you say the answer?
The sheep.
Wait, Brandon, what was the answer for the last one?
Adam Scott.
Maybe stop burping into the mic and you find out.
I got Keith Mitchell though.
It would have been a lot easier for you just to say who it was.
We all talked about it. Adam Scott.
I I thought you said Adam Scott.
I know, we were on the
But
cruise.
he was
right?
like, Adam Scott, and then he named the next four. I think he deserves a point.
Patrick Harrington's even more impressive that I can go even that far back.
Can we
And before Harrington was,
All right, if Eric
Russell
gets,
Henley.
Eric, if you get this question right,
before that was Rory.
Yep.
No, wrong.
wrong.
Michael Thompson?
Yeah. If you get this
I was
question,
at that one.
if you get this question right, you get the points. Who did Patrick Harrington
He already lost
beat
a
in a
point.
playoff?
Daniel Berger.
Yeah,
Thank you very
that's a
much.
point.
It's not a point. You
Point!
don't make
Count it,
points.
Jackie! Count it!
who's Jackie?
All right, guys. Well,
Sounds like we had a lot of things that.
we have a lot of tickets to the Barnes,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm
and
gonna-
I want
But
to.
first, we need to review last week's ticket at the Barnes. Number one, me and Jared. Jared had Morikawa over Xander Schauffele. It was for 50 chicken nuggets. So either Jared had to eat 100 or I had to eat 50. Now we both have to eat 50.
Wait, whoa! How am I boxing into this? I beat
You already
Eric,
had to eat 50.
but then I beat Eric double or nothing. You're not getting to that yet.
No, you already lost that. It was aces. How many aces are going to happen? It was over 1.5, and there was more than one ace. Or more than, yeah.
That's right. That's what it was.
You have to eat 100
Let's
nuggets.
go.
Well,
You
no,
tried to get me out of that.
After 50, after 50.
No, you
tried to
already
get-
had to eat 50.
And I put one of the 50 to
No,
you.
why would that make any sense? You can't parlay a bet with him into mine. Makes no sense.
I have to eat the 50 either way. Me and him, I lose another 50, but then you lost to me 50, so you take 50 of those.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
cool,
simple.
I'm cool with that. I mean,
50
no,
that's
because
right.
either way, I'd have to eat 50, so
Dude,
you should have to eat
No,
100.
it's
But he
simple
bet.
math. Dude,
he
you don't
was
understand
betting.
that.
He was betting 50 of the nuggets.
That's
so
a three-way.
No, so he had 100 nuggets to eat, but 50 of them now are yours. 'cause
Exactly.
he-
All right,
It's
simple
like,
math.
it's like cryptocurrency, you know?
All right, and then Eric and Miles had a bet. I don't have
Yes,
written
I
down.
remember. It was-
Lester's Diner.
Yeah, I had Jason Day, you had Adam Scott for lowest Australian, and Jason Day beat him.
No.
And what was it? You
2-5.
used Lester's. You're going to 2-5.
I still have. What about the previous two bets that we haven't redeemed?
I'm gonna get you a truck.
It doesn't
and-
matter.
I don't need a truck anymore.
You're going to play 2-5. You should be excited.
Yeah,
Fuck.
we're all playing 2-5s together.
back to hand my friends instead of painting my nails in my room. Must be
Who
sick.
won lowest Australian ever?
The lesbian?
All right, well, let's talk about bets this week. I automatically want to go head-to-head, toe-to-toe with Eric over Drake
Yeah,
and
please.
Wichita.
Please,
I
give
want
me that
Drake.
one.
What do you want?
I want
What do you-
Wichita.
What do you want, though? Let's take it to the fucking barn.
Yeah, take it to the bar. Take it to the bar.
All right, here we go. Loser. I was gonna say has to wear like a dress or makeup or something on the next show.
No chance. I'll do this without my pants on. I'll do it in my boxers. How
All
about that?
right. Loser has to do the next show in their boxers.
Done.
Take it to the
Give
barn.
women what they
No one
want.
wants to see that. Are you kidding
I
me?
want to see it.
And I want to take
You
it to
won't
the
see
barn
much. That's the point.
with you because I want UCLA. And you want Michigan State. You're a big fucking Tom Izzo.
Whatever you want, I'm saying yes to. You could say, I have to have sex with your wife while you
What?
watch. And I would say yes. That's how crazy that
That's a red card.
I'm not saying he's gonna say that. I'm saying it could be as crazy as that. I'm gonna say yes to that because that's how confident I am. That's how confident I am.
That's wild.
That's how
long
long
is
this
this
fucking
keg-
high ass Indian.
How long is this keg gonna be here for? Will it be here this weekend?
Yes,
If I win, so we can do a keg stand.
yes. That's what I was looking for.
But like
Yeah.
a long one.
Yeah.
For you, if I win, I want you to do it for like 20
All right.
seconds.
So all right. I'll say it this way. I'll do double the time as you.
But you're
The
literally
difference-
benefiting.
hey,
You're
no.
rewarding Jared.
No, the difference is if I win, you have to be held up on Miles, who is very unsupportive. If I win, or sorry, the other way around. If you win and then Brandon has to hold me up because I know for a fact I don't trust this idiot to hold my legs. He's gonna drop me in 2 seconds. I'm gonna hit the.
Now I am.
My knees are gonna hurt. No, not you, buddy. I'm talking about him.
Keg
I don't
stand.
trust him at all. I trust my brother more than Miles any day of the week. You see what he did last night in softball? He blows games, man. That's what he does. He blows whatever it is in a big time situation. I just wanted to look at his face when I said that. I'm kidding.
You didn't blow.
Okay, so keg stand
Yes.
sounds like a really dope bet.
Well, it's a lot more dope than something that's never going to be paid off. Like your bet.
You're one to talk. You haven't eaten shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
my
you so
fault.
we can eat our 50
I
fucking
haven't brought
chicken
the
nuggets
nuggets.
together.
All right,
You know what? Producer, can you order us 50 chicken nuggets?
What company?
Thank you.
What company?
Wendy's ideally.
McDonald's, no, it's
Wendy's has the best chicken
Decent amount of
nuggets.
hormones, so they're really
Oh,
small.
spicy nuggets.
Chick-fil-A's are good too.
Well, that's
The little
that'd be
too.
unfair because those are
No, it has to
too
be
good.
McDonald's. That's the hard part about it. They're so
It's
fucking
not even
fried.
nuggets.
Yeah,
How
but you
much
might die eating those.
All right, what do you got? Anything else?
Chicken fries.
They're so bad for you.
Wait,
don't
I thought you
have
were taking the barn with me about like
I don't have any.
Liberty,
honestly,
liberty,
don't-
liberty.
Unless you
Liberty.
guys want to fade my Hornets or Pelicans picks tomorrow night, which I'm sure Jared does. I said I don't have any disagreements unless you want to fade my Pelicans or Hornets bet tomorrow night.
First off, oh, wasn't it tonight that you're talking about the Pelicans? Huh.
Well, the Hornets are playing tonight.
You know what? I'm not gonna
Hornets are
fade
tonight.
it. I'm just not gonna take it because you're a homer.
All right, so we took it to the barn. Drake versus Wichita. Me and Eric. Loser has to sit in their boxers the entire episode next week. Jared and Eric, I don't even remember what game you took. Loser has to do a keg stand, which sounds enjoyable, so I hate that. But let's get to our newest segment, huh?
Yeah, Warren Burners. So our good friend Manny Perez in the building tonight. His favorite bet is a heavy favorite, somewhere in the ranges of -200 and -500. Automatic winners. Yeah, you gotta lay the juice. But as the farmer says, doesn't matter if you lay the juice if you know it's gonna win. So
Truth.
I'll start us off. Actually, I had one. Let me get my program here.
Oh God, I was.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Texas first round NCAA basketball tournament against Albion Christian. They are -450 favorite. So right in between that. Basically, you have to bet $450 to win 100, or you bet $45 to win 10, whatever your unit size is. You're betting 4.5 to 1, basically, just to win your money. So, I will be probably doing that too. I'll probably lay the line right there.
Longhorns.
Hook 'em.
Welcome. All right, I'll go ahead. I'll go
night,
myself.
Canada.
I'm sticking with
Not funny.
the college basketball theme. I'm taking Purdue money line
Whoa.
-320. Sounds like a lock to me. I like Purdue a lot. This to make a decent run here. And then I'm also going to take another one. This is in honor of Manny, since this is the Worm Burners. The Worm has been talking up Taylor Gooch. He obviously finished in the top 10 last week at the Players. Made a nice run at the end. Actually was in contention for a little bit. Taylor Gooch -300 to make the cut at the Honda Classic.
And -2,000 to wear his glasses between shots, his sunglasses.
I mean, that's like -50,000 because he already does it. We already know he does it.
I'm just saying.
All right, what do you
But
got?
we said -250 to 500.
Remember,
not
I'm
2,000.
sticking with college basketball as well. I'm taking OK State
I love it.
over Liberty. Cade Cunningham.
Love it.
Number 4 team going up against number 13 team.
That's the
Money
easiest
line
loss of the day.
-360.
Okay.
Warren burning.
Jared, give us a burner.
Look, I'm gay. But besides being gay, I'll tell you the easiest bet of the entire year. I know you said maybe, this is a little higher than I should probably do, -700. And I gave them my red card earlier in the round.
-700.
Do not listen.
Yeah, but did you listen to me? Earlier in the round, I said, my red card of the week goes to the blank. And in hindsight, I'm going to say, you know what? Now the team I love goes to the Florida State Seminoles. Easiest, you know what? I don't even want to have the big dog. Give the money. Just take the spread. Take the spread. Take the spread. Florida State -11. It's a lock. But if you don't want it to be a lock, because I'm going to take -700. Look at it with the fedora on. Give me Florida State every single way. LRC, baby. Florida State. And they got my red card, all right? I'm pissed at them, but you know what? Leonard Hamilton has a big wiener, and he's going to show those kids what that wiener does. Let's go Seminoles.
Who's the coach? Bob Huggins?
No.
Beats his players? No.
Oh,
That was a beautiful start to our worm burners, I must say. We had some great handicaps, some great reasoning.
wait, you mean ending, you idiot? You said start. I think I was the last one to say
This is the first time we've done this segment. Are you paying attention tonight?
But he said a beginning. I'm not the beginning, I was the ending. I was the last person to get my worm burner. Yeah, suck it, you two losers. You have to make out now for being idiots.
I know what I meant.
I'll take it to the barn, bro.
I'll take it back to the barn.
I'll take it to the keg.
Hey, this is
Do we have a bet the farm pick or? Huh? Do we have a bet the farm pick?
he said something earlier, I forgot though.
Something about golf.
It was, hold on one second.
I don't have anything like I love.
Nothing
ranked
to
out.
say. I don't like any of your golf picks because I'm Miles, and I always do this. Miles, you have no say today after you lost us the whole last
You
week.
have to agree to anything to
Yeah.
say. I'm with Jared.
Yeah. I don't want to hear from you. Eric, it was Kirk over Tringali.
Yeah,
Plus
so-
110.
So I mean,
And you have
Kirk,
no choice after you
over
blew a perfect
Tringale,
record.
bet the farm.
So we
bet
Put
of
my
the week.
mic down so I can hold fucking Jared's hand.
Wait, hold on. Manny, you want to hold her hand? Or it's Kyle?
We lock hands, and guess what? As alcoholics, we look at each other. We say Chris Kirk over Tringale. That's what we call a bet the farm. Outro music.
Well done. Well, this is gonna be one of the best. We've waited over a year, maybe 2 years now, for March Madness, and it's finally back.
Let's do it.
Let's have a good night. Let's have a good
Hey,
weekend.
Cheers, lads.